Good morning, brothers and sisters.
Good morning.
First, let me just applaud. Why don't we all applaud again? Those brothers, Brother Guy, the sisters, for joining us this morning. Three words: purpose, pride, perseverance. As I listen to Brother Guy and to the sisters, and even with what emotion, caring for themselves individually, for their families, for their co-workers, what was also part of what they shared was all about our union, our family. That's who we are. They continue to do their work, even with what they're faced with pride, with purpose, and they continue to persevere. For in 2013, at the invitation of the Maui Region Board of Directors of HHSE, they invited to come to Maui a private for-profit hospital called Banner Corporation to begin this discussions about a public-private partnership. And we fought the fight in 2013. And we sent Banner Corporation back to their home in Arizona. But that didn't stop the move. The Board of Directors of the Maui Region, their administrator, corralled legislators from Maui. And they convinced Speaker Suki, Senator Ross Baker, Senator Gil Agaran, Senator Kalani English, and some of their members in the House of Representatives. They convinced them that a public-private partnership was the best thing for Maui. So those legislators from Maui, in the 2015 legislative session, when we were here last year, convinced other legislators from throughout the state, other senators, other House of Representatives, convinced them to support House Bill 1073, and they did, overwhelmingly. And the governor signed it into law, and it became Act 103. So we filed a complaint in the First Circuit Federal Court in the state of Hawaii. And the thrust of our complaint was simply this. We have, in both Unit 1 and Unit 10, a collective bargaining agreement. A collective bargaining agreement for those two units that don't expire until June 30th, 2017, not June 30th, 2016. The case was assigned to Judge Helen Gilmore in federal court. Even though with very pointed questions asked of the State Attorney General, Doug Chin, her final decision was not to sustain our complaint. And brothers and sisters, we filed an appeal. Case is now in the Ninth Circuit Federal Court in San Francisco. Our union, our family, those words are not taken lightly. They live within us. And as I observed and watched as those members were talking to you, I saw your response. I saw your caring. That in our union, there are many times, as the sisters and the brothers said, we feel alone. Like Guy said to me yesterday, oh, my feeling, Dayton, was I'm a member. Just a member. I never feel like what I'm feeling. Just as he said to you this morning. Being part of a family of 14,000, being part of a family that goes beyond that. We have retirees here. We have spouses. We have children. Could a lawsuit be filed in federal court by any one member? By any two members? Don't have the income, don't have the resources. But with 14,000, hell yeah. And I don't believe there's anyone within the 14,000 in the expense of those monies to file this case in federal court would disagree. Because brothers and sisters, they would expect the same thing from the family. And I believe that. Just as I know all of you do. So give yourselves, as leaders of our union, a round of applause and for that recognition and for that acknowledgement. But what could happen and has been happening in the Maui region of HHSC can happen to all of us. Very simply, in corrections. And it doesn't matter whether you corrections Oahu, Maui, Kauai, or the Big Island. Corrections Corporation of America, that private prison company where we send some inmates from Hawaii to the mainland and they're managing and operating those facilities. They have a presence here in Hawaii. They have a presence. They have a lobbyist. They come here and talk to legislators. We are not immune. And remember last year, at our lobby day here in this very auditorium, when Representative Joe Suki, Speaker of the House of Representatives, some of you were here because I saw many of you raise your hands. And he said to us, and he said to you, and he said to members from Maui, don't worry. We're going to take care of the senior people. In our contract, you earn seniority from the first day you complete your initial probation. That's seniority. You take care of everybody. Everybody who passed an initial probation. That's our view, and that should be our view. When you meet with your legislators this afternoon, you tell them that our union, 14,000 of us, and our families, and our friends, because a lot of you coach, a lot of you are involved in other activities of the union, and so are your spouses. No. We don't want public-private partnership. We don't want privatization of our jobs. And you tell them,
right,
loud, clear, you tell it. There are 3 bills that we are interested in. That's our priority. And what these bills will do would make it better, even if there is a transfer this July 2016. would be making it better for our members.